inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions.
It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he...
And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Well, not an ideal situation to start this game off, Mike. I mean, the smoke from the pregame festivities were still lingering in the air, and you find yourself down a score. You don't have to necessarily go for the quick strike. Whatever your plan was coming into this game, stick to it. Of course, they didn't plan on falling behind this quickly, but there is a long game ahead of them. Just get back on track.
Again, it's Jones. Into the secondary, past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
18 on the play.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
The pass. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
They run straight ahead with Jones. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
The tackle made at the
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. On play action, here's McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on third and 16. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second down and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
Third, they need 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate for this guy, Mike. I mean, that was incredible effort to continue to fight and break all those tackles, but it doesn't matter if you don't protect the ball. Sometimes it's just easier to say, hey, great effort, go down, live to play another snap. In this case, he just kept the play alive a little too long. The defense kept pursuing him, and next thing you know, they pop it out, and it goes the other way.
The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a first down.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Fourth down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Off he goes. The Lions called their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
This is 3rd and 6. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll step up and run this. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To Justin Jefferson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. This is Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Jones, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now a handoff, Jones, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll go back to Jones on first down, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Hutchinson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
They'll put Addison in motion. On second down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Laporta in motion. On play action, Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
4 yards.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
He's forced out of bounds.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Patrick motioning here. A second down throw for Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll drop to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to have the first down just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And the Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Second and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings, trailing 17-10, under 1:20 to go. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for first down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw.
I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.